My name is Khairul Azri and you can call me Kai.
Hi, my name is Nur Alia. You can call me Alia.
Hi, I'm Kaijen.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Hadwan Zafran bin Hamidi and you guys can call me Hadwan.
So we are from Group 20 and I am going to present our datum. So the chosen home appliance as our datum is saucepot. So basically this saucepot refers to a pot or saucepan that is used for cooking sauces, gravies and other liquid based condiments. And the features for the datum, which is saucepot, for the handle it is silicone. As for the lid, it is knob shape because it is easy to remove the lid. And for the bottom of the pot, it is made from stainless steel. This is to ensure heat to flow efficiently. And there is presence of hole on the pot. All of these features need to be considered in order to choose a good saucepot.
So for the next part is the decomposition chart. So from the datum, which is a saucepot, so we will make a decomposition chart. So this will be the features, which is lid, bottom, edges, side, handle and additional features.
Hey guys, now I want to explain about my first sketch, our group first sketch. So for the handle, I choose the handle is made of steel and is not detachable. Why it made of steel? Because it is heat resistant, so it is easier for us to handle the saucepot. And not detachable. Why not detachable? Because it will provide a strong connection and is durable for frequent use of cooking. Okay, now for the next part is the lid. The lid will have hole and a grip knob handle. Why have hole? Because it can regulate the temperature inside the saucepan. And why grip knob? Grip knob will have an air gap between our hand and the metal, so it will avoid a direct contact when the metal is hot. So for the side, it is made out of steel. Why steel? Because it is easier to clean and maintain. And the depth of the pot is deep. Why deep? Because the liquid can reduce more quickly if we use a deep, and the size is also bigger. And for the edges, I choose a normal edges because we can pour liquids more easily. And for the bottom part of the sketch of the datum, it is made out of stainless steel. Why stainless steel? Because it can distribute heat more evenly throughout the whole the appliances. Okay, and lastly, for the additional feature, which is the filter. So the function of the filter is to help to remove debris such as bones, herbs, and other ingredients. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for the second sketch, these are the criteria that I choose. For the first one, the handle, I choose for it to be detachable so that it is easier to store in kitchen. The material that I choose is steel because it is a good heat conductor. For the lid, I choose the lid to have no hole so that the food will cook very fast. For the type of handle that is used on the lid is loop so that the lid is easy to grab. The material for the side, the material that I choose is ceramic because ceramic is an excellent heat retention. For the pot depth, I choose the shallow depth so that the food will heat up more quickly. The edges that I choose is normal. For the bottom, the material that I choose is ceramic because the heat will spread evenly at the side of the pot. And last but not least, the additional feature is filter so that any impurities can be easily removed from the food or liquid.
Okay, so this is the third sketch where it's here. So I chose a detachable handle with silicone on it because like detachable is better for storage, where you can just remove the handle and just put it anywhere. Silicone, I choose silicone because it doesn't heat up easily, where you can protect the hands of the user. Okay, so for the lid, I chose a lid with no hole and with a grip knob. So with no hole, it can trap heat inside the pan, the saucepan, causing it to cook faster, and the grip knob, where it creates an air gap because there's a grip and there's the lid, right? So you create a gap between your hands and the hot lid. Okay, side we have glass sides with shallow, because like my initial thought is to make cooking faster. So a shallow side will heat up the pan quickly, and a glass side will, like, because it's safety, where the acid couldn't react with the glass and it would not create any chemical reactions. So it's safe for a safer food. So edges, I chose for pouring sprout, where you can pour the water in a controlled manner. Lastly, we have the bottom, which is also glass, where another reason for using glass is where it's non-porous, so you can clean it easier. And the last thing is silicone food cover, where because we have a removable handle, right? So we can just remove the handle and remove the heavy glass lid and just put on the silicone food cover and just throw it into the fridge. It will just act as a Tupperware. So that's all for my sketch. Thank you.
Okay, for the first sketch, this is as is shown on the TV. Okay, I choose the handle for not detachable because it can withstand the pot strongly. And for the materials, I use ceramic, which is it can act as a heat insulator. So second, for the lid, I choose no hole because it can cook the food faster. And also type of handle, I choose loop because it is easy to grab the lid. So third one, for the side, so material, I choose it ceramic because it is more easier to clean because it is using a non-stick material. So for the pot depth, I use it in a medium 9 because it will prevent food spill when boiling. And move on to the next, which is edges. I use it normal. Okay, for the bottom materials, I use it for ceramic, which will conserve heat longer and it will spread the heat evenly. Okay, for the last, which is additional feature, I choose silicone food cover.
So for the fifth sketch, it will be as it's shown here. So for the features, for the handle, it will be detachable, so that it will be easier to store this pot. The material will be silicone because it can withstand a high temperature without melting, so it can remain cold for us to touch. So for the lid, it will have a hole because it help the steam release and temperature control. So for the type of the handle will be a long because it has a greater distance between the hand and the hot pot, so we can reduce the risk of burn. So for the side, the material will be ceramic because it was excellent heat retention and non-reactive, which is good for us. And then the pot that will be medium because it will accommodate enough food to serve several people. And then the edges will have a pouring spot because it will enable to pour liquid from dripping down. And then the bottom will be stainless steel because it's a good conductor of heat so it will allow distribution of heat evenly. So for the additional feature, the first thing is it will have a slicer. So we can slice the food item evenly and consistent. And then we will have filter so that it can help us to remove solid particle, so easier for us to separate the unwanted ingredients. So for the silicone food cover, since the handle is detachable, So if you use this silicone food cover and to replace the lid, it will change to a food container.
Okay, so as for the last sketch, which is the sixth sketch, I chose the handle to have a not detachable because it will reduce the risk of accident and spill. And for the material, I chose it to be ceramic because it is a poor heat conductor which will withstand high temperature. And for the lid, I chose it to have a hole because it will have ventilation during cooking. The shape of lid will be grip knob because it is easier to lift the lid. And for the side, I chose the material to be steel because it will provide structural stability and reinforcement. So for the pot depth, I chose it to have a deep pot because it will provide more space which will allow to cook more food inside the pot. And for the edges, I chose it to have a hole at the side because it will allow steam to escape from the pot during cooking. For the bottom, I chose it to have a stainless steel because it is a good conductor of heat which will allow distribution of heat evenly. For the last one, additional feature, I chose it to have a slicer because it will slice food items evenly and consistent.
Okay, so for now on, we are going to explain about the evaluation table. Okay, this evaluation table uses the method of per evaluation matrix method. So for the criteria, we have the durability, heat conductivity, pouring spot, ease of cleaning, additional features, and all the three sum, which is sum of positive, negative, and S. So for the first sketch, for durability, heat conductivity, and pouring spot is all the same compared to the datum. And ease of cleaning, it is a negative, and additional feature, positive. So for the second sketch, we have positive for the durability, heat conductivity negative, for the same for pouring spot, and then ease of cleaning positive, additional features is positive also. So for the third sketch, durability we have negative, heat conductivity we have negative, and pouring spot we have positive, ease of cleaning we have positive, and additional features also we have positive.
Okay, so for the fourth sketch, when we compare the durability to the datum, we got positive, but the heat conductivity is negative. But the pouring spot and ease of cleaning for the fourth sketch is the same as datum. The additional features is positive. The fifth sketch, the durability is positive. The heat conductivity of the fifth sketch is the same as datum. The pouring spot for the fifth sketch is positive. The ease of cleaning for the fifth sketch is the same as datum. And the additional features for the fifth sketch is positive. So last but not least, the sixth sketch, the durability and heat conductivity of the sixth sketch is the same as datum. But the pouring spot and the ease of cleaning is negative, and the additional features is positive.
Okay, so for now on, after we did all the comparison just now, we get all of this sum, which is sum of positive, negative, and sum of S.
So the formula for the calculations is the sum of positive minus the sum of negative. So the S, we do not use the S. So for the first sketch, is 1 minus 1 equals to 0.
Second sketch, which is 3 minus 1 equals to 2.
The third sketch, 3 minus 2 equals to 1.
And for the fourth sketch, 2 minus 1 equals to 2.
For the fifth sketch, 3 minus 0 equals to 3.
And for the last sketch, 1 minus 2, which is negative 1.
So, based on our calculation, we have decided that the fifth sketch is the best possible datum that we can choose. So, why is it? Okay, so this is the overall view of the sketch that our product will be formed in the near future. So now we like to discuss what is the key features that makes this product is the best. So first of all is the detachable handle. So of course it can easily be stored in anywhere in the kitchen. Secondly, the silicone handle. So as we all know, silicone is a good heat resistant, so we can easily touch it without even hurting our hand. So we also have a hole on the lid which can regulate the temperature inside the saucepan, and we have also a long handle which we can easily move it around the kitchen and put it somewhere that are safe.
Okay, so next we are choosing ceramic sides. So ceramic side is more durable and scratch resistant, where it is non-reactive towards acidity, so it will be safer and healthier. And next we have medium pot depth. It is somewhere in between a shallow pot depth and a tall pot depth. So the difference is where it has everything it needs. It has the volume of the high pot depth and the swiftness, the fast of the shallow pot depth. So a pouring spout, we have a pouring spout edge at the side, where this is for us to just like to maintain a proper water flow when you're pouring out the liquid inside, and a stainless steel bottom where it's non-reactive, where you wouldn't absorb flavors or anything while you're cooking if there's a stain or something.
Okay, so for the last part is the additional feature. For firstly is the slicer. So the slicer helps us to slicing and so just slide ingredients so that it is easily to cook later. And secondly is the filter. So it's basically we can filter things like solid particles such as herbs and spice, so that the cooking is more delicious. And yeah.
Okay, so at last we have silicone food cover. Silicone food cover acts as like a lid for a Tupperware, where you can just ignore the heavy lid of the pot, and just because there's a detachable handle where you just remove it and just hop on the silicone food cover, and you will add just like a normal container where you just can throw it into a fridge or into the cupboard.
Alright, that's
So
all from us.
that's all from us.
Thank you.